Hi guys, it's Jazz and welcome back to Life by Jazz, a very special edition of How to Land That Summer Job. I wanted to share some of the basic interviewing skills that I have gained over the last 4 or 5 years interviewing. I do have to preface that every company and every interview style is really different. So the first thing is to know the company culture. This is really huge because if you don't know the culture of the company you're working for, you can't speak their language. You can't connect with them in a way that they can envision you working there, because at the end of the day, you can have the most awesome skill set and experience, but if the hiring manager cannot envision you working there, you're not gonna get the job. I can say that as a former hiring manager. It's really great to have, diverse skills and have a beautiful resume, but at the end of the day, it's all about connecting in real life with the person that you're interviewing with. The first step is to understand their culture, and you can understand their culture better by going on their website, by visiting the actual place if you have access to it. If you have friends who work there, even better. Pick their brains and try to understand more about the culture and what motivates people to work there and stay working there. Number 2 is be yourself. And this is something that you should do whether you're in an interview or not, but being yourself and showcasing your unique and amazing skill sets is really gonna allow yourself to connect on a deeper level. Just 2 weeks ago, I interviewed for a bartender position in Santa Monica. So for example, one of the questions they asked me, tell me one thing about yourself that we can't see here on your resume. I said right away, I love food. I'm a huge foodie. In fact, I blog about food. Writing about food and filming food really allows me to speak about food naturally and makes me a better salesperson behind the bar or, serving in a restaurant. And I could have picked any of my million interests that I have, but I chose food because I was interviewing for a bartending position. When you're being asked about yourself and your interests, choose an interest that you feel can really highlight your skill set that pertains to this job and the company. So the third thing is have confidence. That's really easy to say on camera. I know it's a lot harder to do in person. So I have an exercise that I want you guys to try when you land these interviews. The first thing is, remember, you just landed an interview. That's huge because that means that you made it that far and they actually want to meet you. Go into interviews with confidence, knowing that they are already interested in you. The second exercise I have is actually to fix your posture before you go into the interview. Posture and body language is huge. I heard an article on NPR about these power poses. It's basically like the psychology behind body language, and there are poses that you can do that will allow you to feel more confident and powerful. If you are not confident, your back is not going to be straight. You're probably going to be slouching. So an opposite body language is being up straight. Something that I like to do is just exacerbate these power poses by doing this, which is a really strong posture for strength. And shoulders back really does huge wonders in gaining that physical confidence and then that mental confidence when you're stepping into an interview. Another tip I have is to not be modest during interviews. A lot of times as humans, we tend to play down our accomplishments and what we've done, but during an interview is not the time to do this. And the same with your resume. You want to make sure you talk about and write about in your resume different quotas that you've reached, sales numbers that you've hit. If you are really proud of something, make sure that you speak about it, whether it's on your resume or not, because more than likely, the person interviewing you may have not read it. So make sure to highlight your achievements, the projects you're proud of, and just brag. Brag with confidence and not with ego. So my last tip is to ask for feedback. Don't be shy about asking if there's any hesitation in hiring you, because at the end of the day, when you leave, you may never hear from them again. I like to throw that in there because at least I know what the reason is. And I've had so many interviews in the past where I went home and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. never heard back from them ever again, and I never knew why. So make sure to ask for feedback so you don't regret it later. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you have any other questions about interviewing. This is a huge topic and there's so much more I can say, so I want to answer your specific questions. Make sure to include them below here, and also let me know, have you had some amazing interview experiences and you've gained skills and tips on interviewing? I'd love for you to share them with the community here. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe right here. And until next time, remember that you are worth it. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys later. So I am about to go to my final interview for this restaurant that I had an interview for last week. And I'm really excited because I've never had a second interview for a bartending or restaurant position, but that must mean that they're really interested in me. So this second interview is really the time to close and to give it your all, because there isn't going to be a third interview. There might be a third interview, but you always want to treat it like it's going to be your last. I just wanted to go over really quickly with what I'm wearing. I'm just wearing a printed blazer, and it's really because it is a more casual company. It's a restaurant, so if you're being interviewed for a more corporate position, I would definitely suggest wearing something a little bit more edited. I have some black editor pants from Zara, and I plan on wearing these heels. They're open-toed, so it's summer right now and I think it's okay for that. But like I said, every interview for any company is going to be different. I would just suggest to be more formal than not. I am in a creative industry and it is for a restaurant, so I feel like I could be a little bit more flexible. But if you have any other questions and want to like run by outfit ideas, I can definitely help you guys out. Just comment below. And that is how you land a job. Just wanted to show you guys because I just finished my final interview for a bartending position, and I have to say, it's not me, it's God, it's prayer, and it's just being yourself and knowing yourself. But I just wanted to share this exciting moment with you guys since I'm creating a video right now about it. So, yay, got the job!